Welcome back to the nation's capital. You're looking at the home team coming out on the floor here at Notre Dame High School, 710 Broadview Avenue. If you're not here yet, too late. Sold out. Standing room only for an outstanding matchup. Crestwood Preparatory taking on Canada TopFlight Academy, the defending back-to-back NPA champions. Is this a preview of this year's national championship game? I don't know, but I do know that Jacoby Neath just committed to Wake Forest, and he also just opened the scoring with the layup. Back the other way, Ankit Chowdhury ties it at 2. Jason Tom here alongside Elias Sabate. It's game time, Elias.
Very nice play to kick things off by Ankit Chowdhury, finishing on the reverse, recognizing the big coming his way.
That was Keyshawn Laddie in the starting lineup, cashing the 3, and back the other way, Ali White.
Another guy using the rim to protect.
Crestwood breaking that press. Look at the passing, snapping it around. Step along the sideline there. With the rock right now, Dragon Stajic kicks out. No good. Stajic comes down with the rebound over top of Neath. Ali White taking a right at Luis Pacheco. Pacheco says no. We're going back the other way. Man, can you tell these two teams are amped up right now? Elijah Fisher, top in the 2023 class, gets it to Neath. And now a nice drive and finish. Kobe Antwi.
Enoch Kalambe getting the start for CTA. This tells you the type of trust that Tony House is putting in his 2021s. You got 2 of them on the floor right now, both Moon Reef, #1 in 2021, and Enoch Kalambe, who's climbing the charts.
The Dragon Stajic. A nice layup. Talk about not losing anything at the point guard position. Aiden Warnholtz now at Carleton. Stajic, a late addition to this squad. Oh, getting after it is CTA. The defending champs aren't relying on anything on their resume. They're putting it all out on the line right now. Crestwood in the blue and white, brand spanking new jerseys, taking on CTA. Taking on CTA in the Vegas gold, Elias. Oh. And Kobe Antwi says no moon.
No, sir.
Can we just talk about the games that we've had today? It's been outstanding, Tristan Jones running our stream.
Big up to the team, man, the whole stream team.
The stream team? Is that new?
No, I've used that one before on
Oh,
here.
have you? Oh, I like it.
Got Jason Ramroot manning the camera. Got another guy on the baseline. Who's on the baseline right now?
The Trump. Poor.
Luwala Cop missing the dunk. Crestwood coming the other way. Wake Forest commit. Gives it up to Kobe Antwi.
You doing play-by-play? You doing color? You're amped.
I get buckets. I'm doing whatever Luis Pacheco just did.
And I got to shout out Joshua Delore, our social media expert, who has done an outstanding job this entire Central National session, keeping you up to date on Instagram, Twitter, all those other social media platforms I'm too old for. Great ball movement. Chowdhury, did he beat it? Oh, they let him have it. They're asking. Ooh, and a foul.
That foul picked up by number 21 for Crestwood Preparatory, Louis Pacheco Jr. That is his first personal second team foul.
Inbounding. Well caught. Gets it to Stajic. Reese. Call for the travel. That's obviously been a focus for these officials. Seen a lot of those calls. Trevon Thomas in the game, handling the rock. Pull up for three. Kobe Antwi, one of those names that is becoming more and more familiar with those in basketball circles. Stajic, floater, no good. Pulled down by Fisher. Crestwood, push it back the other way.
Man, Antwi's gotten a lot quicker using that dribble. Has a little bit of a breakdown game now, trying to create for himself and get to the rim. I like what I'm seeing.
Silencing the crowd here. Neese pulls it down, going back the other way. Neese. Ooh, picked off. Back the other way. Reese gets his own rebound, no call. Crestwood. Now going back the other way. Up 6. Thomas finds Neese. Our first subs for CTA coming into the game. Timeout on the floor, 6-point lead for Crestwood. A great beginning for the visitors, fresh out of Toronto. First game of the Central National session for Crestwood.
We've traveled across the country and back. 7 years running. Canada's basketball talent blossoms right before our eyes. From coast to coast. It's our job to bring it to the light. No gimmicks, just hard work on the hardwood. Who will step up to the plate this summer? Who will make their game undeniable and challenge every man in front of him? Game will speak.
Let's keep it going. Keep the intensity high. Get your feet square. Get your feet square.
Sub in for Crestwood as well. Ashraf Chadua checking in for the first time. Neat pull-up 3. Ooh, a little bit of bounce in the step, fresh off the bus. Stajic with the rock, working on Thomas. Ali White now, looking for Reith. Ooh, White just bullied his way in. Gets it back. Good defense from Crestwood, really battling out there, coming up with the steal. Jacoby Neath in transition. Nice little, is that jelly? Is that
you can
jelly?
call it jelly, you could call it jam. Actually, no, we leave the jam for Moon Reith.
Good point.
A little bit of a bailout there, maybe a home court advantage. Stajic didn't really have a chance at that one.
Stajic.
Is it? You checked up on that? You're that guy.
I think I
huh?
would just come on the broadcast and just, I know I messed it up the first game. I apologized profusely to him. He said, Jason, don't worry about it.
I was always under the impression that the IC was always at each.
It all depends where they're from.
So
I asked him, he said it to me 4 different times. Stajic.
Roger that.
But you know, let's be honest right now. He's the type of guy who can go by one name. When your first name's Dragon, you don't need a last name. It's like Tristan. just call him everyone knows who you're talking
That's
about.
true.
They know
That's
they're
true.
talking about the streaming master. Kobe Antweet to Thomas. Elijah Fisher's first shot of the game. A little off. The Dragon almost busted his own ankles, going too fast. No good.
And the guests, Crestwood, have doubled up on the score, 18-9. There's the Wake Forest commit. Can't wait to see him in the ACC next year. He brings a ready skill set and body that's ready to compete against the best of them.
To the line, shooting number 0.
A shout out to my guy, Justin Bowman, who's on the staff at Wake Forest. He first got in contact with us about Jacoby when they started looking for another point. And they said they needed somebody who's going to make a difference, somebody that's got a chance to go league. They're building something special out there with Coach Manning. I said, Coach, if you guys don't get on Jacoby, big mistake. He took that very seriously, and they made a move on him right away. I know they came out to see him with the national team as well. Jay, and you were actually calling the games for the national team. What did you think of Jacoby during that time?
It was very interesting because I saw him here in the NPA platform that we have, obviously, and lead. Well, I guess alongside Franco Miller, Batman and Robin last season. Franco now at Ole Miss. He went down to that U18 in St. Catharines. First game and a half was really tentative.
Yeah.
And in Canada basketball, after A.J. Lawson, another NPA alum, ended up getting injured, they really needed someone to step up on the offensive end, and Jacoby came up huge. I believe with a 15-point game, that was a real big shot in the arm for that squad. And who's on the other side for the Team USA, an assistant coach? Danny Manning.
Should have been a reset there on the shot clock. Stagic's layup definitely hit off the rim. The refs quickly discuss it, and it'll go back to the home team CTA.
Officials have been very solid here, allowing the guys to play at the high level that they're used to playing at. I would much rather have people asking for whistles rather than having multiple ticky-tack fouls. The Ottawa board up here has been outstanding.
I would agree with you, and especially considering they got a bunch of tournaments happening all across the region, and they've been able to assign us some of their best guys here, which has been really good.
Basket and the bump. Teslock Luke. He'll go to the line looking for the three-point play, which will be big for CTA. Looking to weather the storm in this first quarter as checking in to the game, Stephen Lazar. The length and three-point shooting of Lazar could be very helpful for Crestwood. Dragon, the steal. Things starting to even out a little bit now between these two teams.
To the line, shooting 2, number 22, Dragon Stagic.
Stajic was looking for a home right before September, and Coach Tony House had reference from the Waterloo Wolverines. We got to see a lot of him in the summer. I got to see him at the St. Laurent Express tournament as well. Stagic's just steady. I mean, he's one of those guys that are going to play at the U Sport level and be low maintenance and just get the job done. Ooh.
I was talking to Tony about that, like where did Stajic come from? Because I mean, he stands out on the floor out there. Where would they be without that addition at the point guard spot? I mean, I was very interested to see who would be the replacement for Aiden Warnholtz, and very impressed in what I've seen.
I'm pretty sure it was Sergeant Pejicic, he actually former pro. that gave the reference to Tony. Either way, they picked up a good replacement as Warren Holtz graduates and is at Carleton, where I'm hearing he's doing very well.
NPA academic all-star was Aiden Warren Holtz. Shot in the eye, I think Neath may have lost a contact. Oh, if there's a contact on the ground right now, it's not going to be in good shape. I think it may still be in the eye. Yeah.
2:46 remaining in the first quarter. We got a timeout.
Timeout on the floor. Jacoby Neath can get his contact lens back in. 4-point lead. Stay with us. We'll be back after a short break.
Ladies and gentlemen, your national champion, Canada TopFlight Academy.
Canada TopFlight Academy have went back to back.
It's been such a phenomenal season. The fan base has been tremendous across Canada.
You know, we're telling our guys, listen, man, you got to be ready to play and compete because these guys want it.
I don't want to say bad blood, but competitive spirit is going to be front and center here today.
We work hard, we play for each other, and then when we come here for venues like this, we go to war.
Oh, Elijah Fisher!
Everyone's trying to prove themselves. Everyone's trying to show that they're better than other people.
Go forward. You're going to be a beast at the next level.
We're back as Kobe Answe cashes the first freebie. Four-point lead right now for the visitors, Crestwood. And there we go, a little layup. This is going to be back and forth. Enoch Colombe with that and back the other way. Luis Pacheco.
And that was an 8-0 run for CTA right before that bucket by Pacheco.
Reith. Nice little drop off. And nice finish, Enoch Colombe.
And Reith is starting to show that he's not just a forward. He can play on the wing and start creating from the perimeter as a two, shooting the three ball very well, and then as you saw there, making a play for his teammates. Good job protecting on his way.
And a reminder, Moon Reith is a defensive stopper in the truest form of the word, and he's still very, very young. The fact that you can have someone at that age buy into being a defensive stopper is very unique.
And to put that in context, you look at a situation last year in the national championship game. You had GTA Prep led by AJ Lawson, who's now at South Carolina, playing big-time basketball, averaging 15 points. This is a kid that's 3 years younger than AJ that held AJ to his lowest scoring in the NPA. That tells you what kind of defender this kid could be long-term, and offensively, he's obviously coming together quite well. Shout out to my guy, Aaron Blakely, doing a lot of the development there, both on and off the court with Moon.
Reith, headmans. Oh, into the bench. Look out. Sean Laddie getting after it. Chowdhury working on Fisher. Fisher pulls down the board. Neath, headmans to Laddie. Lazar, that's his game. Couldn't get it to go that time. Oh, skying. We have some athletes on the floor in this one, Elias.
Enoch Kalambe. Just able to contort his body and still trying to find it. That looked good, man. He almost got that to go.
Neath. Step back jumper. Back rim. Pacheco almost pulls it down. Laddie comes up with it. Nice little floater. Man, for all the rolls that went Crestwood's way early, it's not that way right now. Under 50 seconds to go. Battle. Called it on the floor.
No basket. No basket. Foul was on the ground. Shooting bonus. The shooting team has come. Substitutions for Crestwood. It's a 1-point game. 41.9 remaining in the first quarter.
Trevon Thomas really coming into his own as a leader. Like little things right there. Coming off the floor, Pacheco thought he was coming off. Pulled him and then told him exactly where to go. Little things like that in a close game, kind of setting that tone. You need that from your point guard. Tied at 20. What else did you expect from this game? Crestwood with just one loss on the season. CTA still kind of starting out their NPA schedule. Very early for both these squads. Drawing the charge. Thought he was a little too far underneath the hoop, but got the call.
And that play right there shows Teslock's unselfishness. He's been, time and time again, he's sacrificed his body for the sake of the team. That is not his first charge of the week so far. I think he's got about 3 of them now.
20 seconds to go here. Reith, the ball in his hand, working on Fisher. Drop off.
Same play, yeah, same call. You got to give it to him. Smart play by Jacoby.
Jacoby picking up the offensive foul from Crestwood Predators. 12 seconds remaining.
Again, I'm really pumped to see what Jacoby does when he gets to Wake Forest. You know, in all of our top 5 guys that are in our previous rankings, they're doing extremely well at the next level. There's 133 Canadians playing Division I men's basketball right now. If you want to check out that list and you want to check out the stat tracker, go to northpolehoops.com on the homepage. There's Jacoby Neath, the floater.
Last possession here. Chowdhury pushing. Gonna have to launch. Sent back by Laddie. A great first quarter from Kashawn Laddie. 2-point lead for Crestwood. Tell your friends, one of the best games of the session. It's going on right now.
Either kill or be killed, you know. On the court, you have to be competitive. You have to have a dog in you, or if not, you're not gonna succeed or you're not gonna do well in the sport.
There's one thing I've seen from Kellen Tynes. That guy is not afraid. Very calm under pressure. And so good in traffic.
Coast to coast on that one.
Kellen Tynes, basket plus the foul.
Kellen Tynes again on the blow-by.
Tough take. You know what? I'm done calling them tough takes. I think for Kellen Tynes it's easy. He is making this a regular occurrence.
Pick in the pocket, Tynes.
Kellen Tynes picking pockets and finishing. 2-point lead right now for Crestwood.
Make some noise for CTA.
see right behind Luke right there. Oakville Prep in attendance, watching this one. We got one more game tonight. North Star Prep, who picked up their first win of the NPA season, and they'll be taking on Toronto Basketball Academy, who's going to be fresh off the bus from Toronto, playing their first of the session. Neath directing traffic.
Hey, boys, let them double, just be strong. Take a strong pass out. Hey, Kobe, 9.
9 on the shot clock. Laddie down low. Pacheco. Hook is good. Luis Pacheco has had some monster games, especially on the glass this season. He's had a 20 rebound game, I believe the first in MPA history. And from downtown, Teslock Luke checking in. Turnover. Luke, 5-0 run.
Just like that, the home team takes their first lead of the game.
Ooh, Stajic, tightrope, skying in for the lay-in. CTA just comes at you in waves. Antwi goes behind the back. Pacheco thought about it, launched it, bouncing out.
Teslock's got to get rid of that a lot earlier. Got the defense to collapse on him. Had guys on the perimeter to get it to.
Timeout on the floor. We'll be back. 3-point lead.
We've traveled across the country and back. 7 years running. Canada's basketball talent blossoms right before our eyes. From coast to coast. It's our job to bring it to the light. No gimmicks, just hard work on the hardwood. Who will step up to the plate this summer? Who will make their game undeniable and challenge every man in front of him? Game will speak.
Take it home, write it down, grab a homie, and work on it. Work on it, master it.
AJ Lawson, go! He gets it.
Look at the crowd we got here, standing room only. The nation's capital, Notre Dame High School. Neath, pull up 3. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo.
That boy's got ice in his veins, man. He gets it done.
Pacheco with the block. Crestwood back the other way. Elijah Fisher leaking out. Look out! Elijah Fisher throwing down the two-handed sandwich. Big rebound, Pacheco. Sorry, it's Elijah Fisher. I'm telling you, Elijah's looking a lot stronger. If I'm mistaking him for Luis Pacheco, that tells you something.
Another pull-up, Jacoby Neath.
Neath. Giving it to the fans here in attendance.
And we had a chat before the game, and we've been talking about manifesting and kind of looking ahead. And Jacoby right now is imagining himself as a freshman at Wake Forest. He knows that he has to take it up another level.
Neath taking it at the man, basket in the bump. Jacoby Neath is on one right now. Silencing the crowd. Silence.
To the line to complete the three-point play, the Wake Forest way, number 0.
Back-to-back threes, now a basket in the bump. Looking for a 9-0 Jacoby Neath run right now. Sorry, I believe it would be 9-3.
Hey, Jacoby, next net, you got one. 33 to blue. Hands up.
Pacheco pulling down another. Neath with the rock in his hand. Did you see the little conversation with Rowe right there? Oh, Trevon Thomas from downtown. That was so smart. Neath with a little 9 straight points, but passed it up to Thomas. Keeps someone else in the game, and Thomas checked in from downtown. Nice move, but sent back by Pacheco, the Brooklyn native.
I know his dad came out to this one, a drivable distance.
Number 6,
Jacoby Neath getting a breather here. Got enough horses on the floor to keep this thing going.
Assistant coach Nick Crank said we want you to finish the quarter, so just giving him a little breather on the sidelines there. You know, this is impressive to me because, you know, Crestwood obviously offensive juggernaut, but being able to get at it defensively here.
And doing it on CTA's home floor. I think that's definitely, like, these are not your rims. You're not used to these rims. It's a different game. It's a different gym.
It has to be said, though, CTA, again, very early in their NPA season. Many new players for this squad, still really getting used to each other. I know Tony House has kind of planned out his schedule, NPA, non-NPA, to really amp themselves up for their defending of the 2-time NPA championship. No good. Stajic. That's a foul. Elijah Fisher on the arm.
And he's making adjustments from a defensive angle as well. Players are just more skilled, more powerful. You can't come at them the same way. You got to be careful with how you're reaching.
Subbing back onto the court, the point guard number 0, Jacoby Neath.
Deflected by Kobe Antwi. It'll stay CTA possession. Yeah, I'm definitely digging these new jerseys from CTA.
Got a little bit of flavor running down the side. Nice finish. Teslock Luke, I think you called could be an X factor this season. Turnover. Don't look now, but ever since Jacoby Neath hit the bench, definitely been a switch of momentum.
To the line, shooting 2, number 35, Murray.
Neath now back on the floor. Told you standing room only. We got, I think, the entire NPA family is here in attendance watching this game, save for just a few teams who had just finished up a long day and need to get back, get some rest before we get into day 4 of 5. We're not done, folks.
They're more than likely tuning in right now online.
Just a reminder, big time movie, not Column Bay. We've had some outstanding games here today, and you can catch them all on our YouTube channel. Just want to say hello to our viewers online. I'm sure the numbers on this will be huge as we move along and people get word to watch this. The Dragon Spitting hot fire, basket in the bump, going to the line, looking for the three-point play. Crestwood pulled away. CTA battles right back.
Complete the three-point play the CTA way. Number 22, Dragon Station. There it is, three-point play. It's a one-point game, 4:43 remaining in the first half.
Yeah, that's a tough pass to try to make off your shoulder. But when the ball jumps up like that, it's on your shoulder. What are you going to do? It's going to be called a travel or double dribble if you don't get rid of it.
And this has been the best lineup for CTA here throughout these first 3 days.
Stajic forced that one just a little bit. Thomas blowing past everybody. Would have liked to seen him keep that himself.
Yeah, so he had an opening there. Full view at the rim.
Ooh, Moon, that's a quick trigger. CTA just running around just a little bit. Jacoby Neath just really looks to be thinking things on another level right now. Travel. Laddie, who had a great first quarter. You can hear Coach Roe Russell politely suggesting to him to shoot the ball next time.
Lazar back in the game, getting some important minutes. Good job contesting the shot that time.
Moonreath, 12 on the shot clock. Stajic, pull up. Sold that foul. I think there was some contact, but definitely sold it.
Foul picked up by number 23 from Crestwood. To the line, shooting three. Number 22, Dragon Station.
Stajic with the first. Oh.
Ashraf coming up big.
Chadua getting out the Windex, swatting it off the glass.
He's got to be careful. That could have easily been a foul there.
Walking on the tightrope to keep it in play. Lazar pulls down the board. And you can see right now, they're not going to allow Neath to get comfortable at all. Running off the screen, Neath, crossover, probing the D.
Loving that change of direction from Neath.
Throwing it up, we're going the other way. CTA up one. Looking to extend it, but they couldn't. Neath pushing it the other way. Putting it back out. Lazar over into the corner. Ooh. Good defense. And Lazar can't capitalize. Really nice closeout in the corner there. Yeah, ill-advised shot right there.
I really like the pace of this game. These two teams play with similar style. Pressing on the makes, trying to push out off of defensive boards.
Chaudhua. No, sorry. Elijah Fisher been very quiet in this game, but still doing a lot of the little things. Rebounding, getting on the glass. Timeout on the floor in front of a packed house. Stay with us, 2:07 left in the first half.
Ladies and gentlemen, your national champions, Canada TopFlight
Canada
Academy.
TopFlight Academy have went back to back.
It's been such a phenomenal season. The fan base has been tremendous across Canada.
We're telling our guys, listen, man, you got to be ready to play and compete because these guys want it.
I don't want to say bad blood, but competitive spirit is going to be front and center here today.
We work hard, we play for each other, and then when we come here for venues like this, we go to war.
Oh, Elijah Fisher!
Everyone's trying to prove themselves. Everyone's trying to show that they're better than other people.
Go forward. You're going to be a beast at the next level.
Either kill or be killed, on the court, you have to be.
We're back. Elijah Fisher at the line. What a day we have had. Number 3 of 5 here at the Central National Session. RNS beating Edge by 10 to start it up. Then Halifax Prep beating Oakville Prep, which was an outstanding game. 6 point was the difference at the end, but great competition throughout that one.
North Star got their first W today too.
Tight game there, and they were down big. Oh! Where was the foul?
Definitely some foul on the arm there.
On the arm, yeah. That got the crowd buzzing. Yeah, so North Star picked up their first win of the season, 3-point decision against Beast Prep. GTA Prep and SBA, also a spirited affair. Halifax Prep got their second win of the day after that. And we still got one more after this marquee matchup, as North Star Prep gets their second of the day, taking on Toronto Basketball Academy. Wide open down low. Easy two. 1 point lead for CTA. Minute 30 left here in the first half. Lazar pull up 3. No good. Long rebound. Antwi battling. Wow. Couple of ill-advised shots, and they end up coming out with a possible and one finish.
Good on Kobe not giving up on the play. Sealed his man on the first one. Happened to fall into his hands on the second. Here he is on the line, about to finish up on a 3-point play. Kobe has aspirations of playing at Stanford. As of late, we've just seen him evolve his game so much from a ball handling standpoint. I feel like he can play at pretty much any level collegiately.
Stajic. Crisp footwork by the point guard for CTA. Great ball movement, leading long 2 from Ali White.
Forced it that time, did Antwi. Transition basketball here, CTA. And this is just a little bit that we're seeing of Luau Lacotte. He hasn't played much in this game. Ali White picks up the foul.
Yeah. Under 30 seconds to go here in the first half.
And Coach Tony House just switched up the assignments, asking Luau Lacotte 2019 versus 2019 Jacoby Neath. Luau offers on the table from Old Dominion and Tulane, and not sure how solid those are at the moment. He's got to have himself a strong season. Keyshawn Laddie checking in the game for Trayvon Thomas. A rare 2 misses for Jacoby.
Ten seconds to go. Chowdhury. He's going to keep it himself. Stajic beat the clock. They still have time. No, they don't. Tight game at half. Stay with us, folks. Second half action coming up. Tell your friends they haven't missed a thing. Tune in now. Canada TopFlight Academy have went back to back.
I'm Denzel Cummings. I'm mic'd up for Northwood Hoops. I'm mic'd up, so. Nice guy, I'm mic'd up.
Start in Virginia with pin downs. Let's start it on Jakucha's side, and let's get the ball swung. We're not gonna. Let's not be predictable.
One game. We got one game. Let's go. All out. Straight up. Fan, you have to go. We're gonna stick 1, 2, 3.
Charge, yeah! Good job, boy. Good boy.
Shocking. Shocking. If they missed me.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but you're playing man.
Oh, my fault.
Next time you see Josh, you tell him one more.
Okay. Listen, when you're running fast, keep on coming, because that's what I was looking for.
We're running that again. You were wide open.
So, hey, 13's getting core. Power.
Now we've gone small.
Yeah.
We've gone small. So now we're looking to pump fake and see if we can drive it if we don't get open shots. So we're in power right now.
Hey, in power. Charge! Oh! Good. Hey, it's a good. You good. Good job. I want you up. I want you up.
Where's the clean call?
22.
Yeah, that's what I call.
Yeah, but you got to tell Bonehead to find his best shooter. In the corner, he was wide open.
Oh! Ain't no more playing around. I ain't playing around no more. Eight seconds! Yeah! Arvin, come here! Come here! That's you! That's what I mean! Good job! Read it. You have to read it. It's not a play, it's a read.
Just go dribble entry, and let's get it into Josh.
Josh! Josh! Josh, look at me. Get up and dunk it. He cannot handle you. He cannot handle you. Purple! Purple! I'm in front of him. He's legit grabbing me, throwing me. I told
you you're getting into his body. Get off his body. Right here, he can't grab you. Here, step towards me. Step towards me. That's all you got to do.
Good minutes, just for a bit, You got 4. Just for a bit. Good minutes.
They can't handle you. They can't handle you. End this game. Yo, let's go. Oh yeah! Go, 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 go! Go, go, go! Oh yeah! Nah, man, stand up when he hits a shot. When he hits the shot, man, get abs.
Don't worry.
Gas.
Shot. Get a blow. Yes, buddy.
Oh yeah, Steph! Hey!
Casey done?
I know, man. Hey, look at this guy. Look at this guy, man. You know what you're doing, man.
He's up next.
Hi, I'm Brandon Talbot. I'm mic'd up for Northwell Hoops. Hey, yo, right from the start, the whole time.
Same thing, yo.
Let's go.
Going over, yo.
Go, white team.
Yeah, yo, let's just play, bro. For real.
Let's play our game.
Yo, energy, no quiet stuff, bro. Hey, you good? Come here, Pete. Nope. Talk. Oh, come on, bro. Go to him. He's good. Hey, see you on the kick. You good, though. Keep driving. Keep going in the middle. Hey, let's get in. Let's go. Hey, Malik, let's get in. Let's go. Come get me. I got help. We good. You come my way, I got you. Let's go. Turn up.
You're fine. Don't settle for the 3.
Okay. Yeah, I'm ready whenever, coach.
Taking a look at Jacoby Neath getting some free throws up before the second half starts. We're tied at 43. Let's talk a little bit about the future Wake. Jacoby Neath came into this session, second in the NPA in scoring, and that was him lighting it up in the East National session. Neath was a monster, Elias.
What we love about him so much is he can score effortlessly. He can pull up from 3. He can finish at the rim. Just does a little bit of everything for his team. He could be relied on to be your primary point guard, or he could play off the ball as well. So I think the Demon Deacons are getting a stud out of Canada. And you see everything that's happening in the NCAA right now with Canadians. Lugansk Dort, RJ Barrett, Simi Shitu, Ignas Brezdikas at Michigan is absolutely killing it. I believe that once Jacoby gets into town, he's going to be one of those guys as well.
From downtown,
Ali White on the triple.
Was it just a coincidence that Wake Forest offer came after that East National session?
No, they were on him from before. They were pretty in there. came for a home visit.
Allie White putting the NPA on notice that CTA has got some new dogs ready to eat after 6 of their top 9 graduated last season.
And how many times in this game alone, Jason, have you seen different guys step up for CTA? That's what makes them so dangerous. He could take on 5, put on a new 5, do the whole hockey change, and you're still getting production.
Transition game. Elijah Fisher, a little rim visit with ease. 1 point lead now for Crestwood. Stajic. Ooh, no good. Fisher. Keyshawn Laddie. Fisher. Neath. I'm just saying every name that's on the roster. There's just so many weapons on this Crestwood squad. Stajic. Tough take and finish with the left hand. The Dragon with the finish. Oh, they are not giving Neath any daylight. 8 seconds in the backcourt. Turnover. A caught. Measuring up Thomas. Ooh, had to launch to beat the clock. Allie White has 8 points here in the third quarter. And Stajic jumping in for the steal, back the other. Ooh, Trevon Thomas. Quick hands shutting down the Wellacott. Refs are getting together to chat things up here. Make sure they get the call right. Seen it a couple of times during this session. The refs have made sure to get together and make sure they're getting things correct.
Watch behind you, hands out, hands out. He's coming. He's coming. Bob the cutter.
They just want to make sure you get the shot clock correct. It's at 22 right now. Refs are all over it. Appreciate that. Stajic now working on the smaller Thomas. Transition, Pacheco. He'll go to the line for a couple of free throw opportunities.
Allie White with the foul, picking up his 3rd personal. Pacheco Jr.
Oh, Pacheco not even close on that first. Caught. Ooh, tried to drop it off.
And that's a tough drop off to make with defenders already present there low in the key. both Pacheco and Fisher at the time.
Thomas. Fisher's bringing it up. Ooh, got away with an obvious offensive foul right there. Nice floater from Thomas. Back and forth we go. 1 point lead for CTA, 53-52. Fisher. Thomas. Fisher, pull-up three, back rim and out. As Toronto Basketball Academy rolls into the house right now.
Smart play by Teslock Luke. Knew he had the defenders on their heels.
That's exactly what we expected.
Going to be a barn burner the whole way through.
The horn just malfunctioning there. Wow. Siobhan Thomas fouled, going to guess by Stajic.
I believe they're trying to get the attention of the referees.
Thomas at the line. He was shooting two. Look out. Contorting through traffic for two. In case you couldn't tell, CTA bench did not agree with that call. Officials are making sure the team fouls are correct. Shout out the volunteers here too. Today was a monster of a day. Currently in game 6 of 7. We got another 7-gamer tomorrow. Considering that long day, our score table has been outstanding.
And Jay, there's a serious distinction between these two teams and what we've seen from some of the other teams that have competed in the league. In terms of the psyche, like we got Beast, who's still winless, you know, who's watching right now. You got Edge in here watching, some of the coaches. A couple different teams, RNS. What do you think's going on in their minds? Halifax Prep?
Like everybody in this league, they're all thinking we got to get better. That's what's great about this league, man. Just raising the level of basketball throughout this country. Fisher gets it back. He needs to see one go through. Wallach hot. Slicing and dicing and finishing. Timeout. Roe Russell wants to talk it over. The biggest lead for either team thus far, 7-point lead for CTA. Stay with us. We'll be back.
On that basket.
Take notes.
Wow. AJ Lawson. AJ Lawson erasing it at the rim.
EJ's going to take that, and this is going to be 2. The AJ Lawson way. One-handed slam.
Really seems like he can carve up this court in just 5 steps end to end. AJ Lawson. That's a name you're going to hear a lot today. That's a name you're going to hear a lot all season long.
Bangs on him for a poster. Man, he is just taking his game up to another level.
Jason Ramroop's a nut. Shout out our crew. A heck of a day here. And our crew has been stellar. Oh, pass into the stands. Well, sorry, behind the bench. Off one of the fans because it is extra seating needed only. It's the opposite of standing room. Moving along. Stajic. But they were trying to get an entry pass there, but instead, a tough basket. Enoch Colombe. Colombe, Ali White, and Teslock Luke are 3 guys who have been absolutely massive for CTA in this session thus far. Missed the 3-point play opportunity. Neath up top. Wow, Kashawn Laddie had it bounce off the rim.
Yes, let's go. Hey, you're good. Let's go. Hey, you're good.
Neath into the paint, jumper. Just barely grazed the front of the rim, didn't have his legs under him that time. Long rebound comes out to Colombe, who missed the 3.
And you can see how much Tony House puts trust in both Moonreath and Colombe. Two 2021s that are on the floor. Moonreath will be headed down the Division I route. Colombe will need to go JUCO before D1. But the lefty's shown a lot of promise.
Ooh, just got it over in time.
That's the shooter.
Long board, comes back to Crestwood. Neath, 10 on the shot clock. Fading away just a little bit. Stajic drops it off. Nice finish. Luke, once again. Laddie, Pacheco, back out top. Antwi.
Call me crazy, man, but I think CTA could beat anybody in the country. I think they match up with the best of them.
You're crazy.
I just said, oh yeah, that's right. I said call me crazy. Screwed that one up. That's not what I meant to say. But Jason, on a real note though, this team can match up with the best of them.
Hey man, I stay out of rankings. I don't know.
I'm not talking about rankings
just
right now.
watching basketball, calling the game.
I'm not talking about
enjoying
rankings right now.
The high-level competition.
Here's Enoch Kalambe again, class of 2021, with the spin, the dump off.
Wish I got to call that one.
That boy's the truth.
Oh, no look. And another nice play and another and one. The fans are on their feet here at Notre Dame High School. Momentum right now on the side of CTA. Still a lot of game to be played, though. Time out on the floor. Stay with us.
There's the man of the hour, Enoch Kalambe, class of 2021, 6'5" lefty guard. He's been the man for CTA. And Stajic, although he may not be fancy, a key piece to this team. Just so steady, high IQ, gets the ball where it needs to be.
Keyshawn Laddie with the jumper. Laddie saw just a little bit of daylight and jumped in. Oh my goodness. Is this the Ali White coming out party or the Enoch Kalambe coming out party?
No, it's Enoch.
They've both been huge.
I agree
Those
with
two
you.
players have been massive in this game. Coming into it, I was expecting Luell Lacotte, Moon Reese, but it's been these other two role players that have been massive.
Lately, I don't know what to expect from Luell Lacotte. The young guns are picking up.
.103 left, the lead's at 16. Neath gets his own rebound. Out comes the whistle.
To the line, shooting two, number 0, Jacoby Neath. Stepping on to the court, number 0, Ankin Chowdhury.
Neath chipping away at that lead. Down to 14 right now. CTA is really use this third quarter. To start pulling away, but Crestwood has a chance here. They got to stop. 35 seconds left in the third. Laddie. Oh, great look to Luis Pacheco. The slam plus the foul. Silencing the crowd.
Elijah Fisher subbing back onto the court.
I believe I just saw Enoch Colombe head in with the trainer just out of the corner of my eye. I'll have to check on that later. It's a 12-point lead right now for CTA. 3-second difference, game clock, shot clock. Ankit Chowdhury. Lualacott. Yeah, that's not a shot in the flow right now. Fisher, buzzer beater? No good. 12-point lead through 3. Stay with us. We'll be back. Fourth quarter action. Game 6 of 7 on the day.
Canada TopFlight Academy have went back to back.
Got to point out that this fourth quarter of action is brought to you by Indochino, where right now, using promo code HOOPS, you can get a custom-made, made-to-measure suit for just $469. That's a custom suit.
Dude,
you're picking it all for $469 plus taxes online. Promo code HOOPS. Hoops and suits. Do it up.
Honestly, nothing felt as good as coming out. I felt like Superman coming out of that suit, man. It's well, I'm going to use their slogan. It's made to measure. It's a perfect fit. Go get it.
Indochino, the official outfitter of the National Preparatory Association. We've had a number of our coaches get fitted up in the showroom here in Ottawa. 10 showrooms across Canada. 6 of them where we have teams in the NPA. Match made in heaven. Indochino and the NPA. Jacoby Neath has checked back in on the score sheet. Been fairly quiet since a strong run in that second quarter, that first half altogether.
There's been 3 lead changes in this game, and the biggest lead has been 11, which CTA holds on to right now. Make it 10.
Chowdhury cut off by Fisher. Oh, baseline. Ooh. could have been something special.
I love the aggressiveness of these guards from CTA, the guards and the forwards.
One minute gone here in the fourth quarter, 10-point lead for CTA, who used a very strong third quarter to take control of this game. Pacheco. Luis Pacheco has been very strong in this second half.
And Pacheco had a really strong Nationals last year where he picked up his first offer from the University of Texas, San Antonio. Something tells me he's going to have a few more on the list by the end of this season. Shout out to my guy, Coach Michael Peck at UTSA.
Moonreath.
Haven't heard from him in a bit.
No. It's because it's been some other players starring. Keyshawn Laddie has been dropping dimes, loose change all over the floor. Ooh. CTA getting to a little bit of a dry spell here offensively. Oh, so Jacoby Neath is back in the flow, folks. Leads down to 3. Tell your friends, we got a game.
I'm Michaela Roche. I played for 4 years at the University of Minnesota for the Golden Gophers in the Big Ten Conference. I coached for 3 years at Kansas State University with the Wildcats. I just completed playing professionally in Greece, and I am the National Women's Basketball Scout for North Pole Hoops.
Low post right. This is Roche. Quick square around move.
Every day, waking up, I need to find a way to make girls basketball better. And so that's my job, to be able to help you as a player, as a student athlete, as a young woman, and just to be able to really understand the ins and outs of what it takes to be successful both in basketball, but also in life.
Third angle left. Underneath Roche. Quick move to the left. Left hand banks it in for 2.
I've lived and I've done a lot of what some of these young girls seek to do. You know, being a coach, being a team captain when I played. I want to guide them. I want to give them advice and help provide opportunity through the scouting report and the showcases and the exposures. Just be able to build a relationship and get to know them and help them just really be the best young women and basketball players that they can be. I will be evaluating talent and...
Dragon Stagic. First time I messed it up in this game. My apologies. Ooh, nice move, but great weak side help from Laddie, stepping in for the steal. Neath. Ooh, that was a little out of control. There's Llewellyn Acott getting back into the flow of things. Whoa. Count it. That's a 3. That's a money ball. Leads down to 2. Told you it'd be close the whole way through. Double-digit lead at 1 point for CTA after that strong third quarter, but we are back to a one-possession game. The Dragon kick back out. Pacheco steps in. Fisher is on the wing, but instead they drop it off. Luis Pacheco Jr., the Brooklyn Zoo, coming through. Fisher was on the wing, but Neath said, no, I'm going to drop it off to my big man. Stay with us. We'll be back.
Tynes from deep. Tynes, triple.
He's on the left side, finishes with his right hand, able to just get enough on it.
Man, Kellen Hines, the court vision on this kid is on another level.
Oh, wow.
We're back. There's been a couple of decent plays in this game. You may see them on our social media soon, thanks to our amazing multimedia team and the outstanding Josh Delore. He's ours, you can't have him. Nice was short on that one. We're going back the other way. Jacoby Neath just put his hands out like, thank you. Been putting my body on the line. Haven't been able to get a call yet, but we got one now. TBA in the house, as you see one of their fellow division members on the floor right now in Crestwood. TBA is here to take on Manitoba's North Star Preparatory Institute. Nice getting bodied up. Well, I'll tell you this, Luis Pacheco is telling everybody that he is a problem this season in the NPA. Teslock Luke checking back in. Crestwood. We're now tied at 78. Kobe Antwi, interesting.
And Kobe's been quiet since the first quarter.
And I feel like that's what that shot was. I haven't taken one for a while, so I'm going to put
Try to get back in the groove.
It's the worst kind of shot, man. Just sneaking up on the midway point here of the fourth quarter. Kashawn Laddie, who's had stretches of brilliance, really, in this game. Stajic called for the foul. Ankit Chowdhury checking back into the game. Taking in for Stajic. Stajic just fouled out.
He's gambled a little bit on some plays.
We're going to hear a lot of Ankit Chowdhury the rest of the way.
Luckily for CTA, they as soon as a guard gets into foul trouble, they got another guy ready to go, and there's not really a drop off. They just offer different things to the table. Stajic more of a table setter, Chowdhury more of a sniper.
Step back's no good. Pacheco couldn't get to it on the offensive glass.
And we've seen what Kalambe's been able to do on the offensive end, but you see the defensive boards he's coming down with, really helping his team and taking away second chances from Crestwood.
You know, Elijah Fisher has had a couple of dunks tonight. Offensively, he's been fairly quiet, but he's trying to do other things to affect the game on the defensive end. And I think having him on the wing when Neath was coming down and dropped it off to Pacheco for the slam, I think having Fisher out there really changes the flow when you're running down the floor and you have options like that. Oh, we hadn't seen that. Since the East session. Jacoby coming off that corner baseline alley-oop lob attempt. Ooh, nice roll. Ali White, who has had a very solid showing here in this game. We're coming away from this session with a much better idea of what we're looking at with Canada Top Flight Academy. Jacoby Neath gets it to go. Basket one way, basket the other way, basket one way, basket the other way.
Yeah, it's been a trade-off for the last 2 minutes.
Ooh, that's one of those no. Okay, test lock Luke from downtown. Javon Thomas, Jacoby Neath, that's deep. Back rim and out.
And he's got the green light to shoot those. We've seen him make it time and time again from 5 feet out.
I really like that defense from Luis Pacheco. Very calm and nobody there to help on the glass.
And they're missing Joe Smith right now, who's injured. With those two doing some rim protecting, things are taken care of down low in the post. And one can argue this would be a different game with Matthew Nelsons and Joe Smith here.
Yeah, Matt Nelson's really one of those players that can fill a huge role for this Crestwood squad.
Just uses his length really well on the defensive end. As long as he continues to maximize on his potential, we project him to be one of those high major talents that coaches have been coming in for. Canada's becoming a hotbed. That's no secret anymore. The one place that remains a secret is Western Canada.
I know some people who know something about Western Canadian basketball. I know a few people.
Coaches at the college level, or
no? I just know some people in the basketball community that are in tune with
of course,
Canadian basketball. Know a couple of coaches out there.
I think one of the leaders in that mix is Eddie from Edge.
Eddie Richardson is going to be a name you'll probably hear an awful lot over the next little while on the West Coast. He's what we call good people. He brought in Adam Huffman, our NPA reigning Coach of the Year, to start up this Edge basketball program. They took a tough loss today, but it was very telling in talking to both program director Eddie Richardson and head coach Adam Huffman that while they never like to lose, they were fine with something like that early in the season to maybe get the ear of their players to open up just a little bit more.
And those players are probably watching right now, and they got to know that they're not playing on the level of these two teams before us. I do think that by the end of the season, they could be a contender. But as of right now, there's a clear distinction between who the top two teams in the league are.
Sneaking up on the 200 viewership mark, live on YouTube right now. I want to thank you all for checking in. Still time if you're in the area to come down and catch 7 games tomorrow on the sked. Along with 4 more on Sunday. CTA on the run. Wow. Oh. I guess they were saying his feet were moving.
He definitely didn't establish position. That was close, but
you got to give it to him, though, for laying his body on the line, giving up a lot of height and weight. Take a quick break. We'll be right back. Where is Matt Nelson's? Wow.
There's Tynes again, Caleb Sui.
He split a pair of defenders, finessed his way around another that was looking to draw a charge, finished with a nice kiss off the window.
Great body control.
Missing the first free throw. We're in winning time, 2:02 left. Free throws, very important right now. Four-point lead for the defending champ and host squad, Canada Top Flight Academy. Jacoby Neath. Wow.
Too easy.
The sea just parted for Neath. Jacoby's feeling it right now. It looks like in his right calf. Nice.
He's got to have himself close to 25 by now.
Jacoby trying to walk this one out. The game's hanging in the balance right now. Here we go. Neath pushing back the other way, taking it out of caught. They're going to call that a travel. Ooh, an offensive foul on the push-off. It's a big call. Take a look at the fans in attendance here tonight. A great showing. Great showing of everybody here in attendance. We have a full coaches section as well. Checking out some great basketball here, the National Preparatory Association's Central Nationals session. As you take a look at the coaches in attendance, there's NPA head coach Adam Huffman along with Darren Leonard, head coach of North Star Preparatory Institute. They will be taking on TBA in the 8:30 game tonight.
Also, thank you to the universities who have been in attendance supporting these kids. Laurier, Concordia, McGill, Carleton, University of Ottawa, Drake University in the Division I level, as well as Vanderbilt, who was in attendance yesterday. Several more coming in over the next 2 days.
.110 left in the game. Luella caught with a big-time basket. And a steal. CTA would be wise to not rush this. Chowdhury onto the wing. That is a big-time shot. Timeout on the floor. The lead's up to 7. Ever since that offensive foul, that questionable call on Neath, things have really turned around. Stay with us. We'll be back.
Yet again, a 10-point advantage restored for Team Blue. Oh! It's Judy Charges throwing it down!
Welcome to the NPH live broadcasting experience. Allow our team of video technicians to capture your event in high definition. Streaming directly on all NPH media platforms. Up-to-the-minute live game coverage featuring professional commentators and analysts.
Tip in, no good. 2 seconds to go. Oh!
Commercial spots available to promote and market your brand, event, or product. Enjoy the ultimate way to catch the game when you can't.
That man from Quebec can fly.
Exposure starts here. We've traveled across the country and back. 7 years running. Canada's basketball talent blossoms right before our eyes. From coast to coast. It's our job to bring it to the light. No gimmicks, just hard work on the hardwood. Who will step up to the plate this summer? Who will make it?
CTA needs to stop up 7, and that may be the end of it. Antwi. Look at Pacheco skying in there. Foul on the floor. 35 seconds to go. You hear head coach Roe Russell say the game's not over.
To the line, shooting 2 for CTA, number 0, Kim Chowdhury.
Could be daggers from the free throw line right now. Chowdhury with the first. Man, if this final score is in the 9 and 10 point difference, that is not going to tell the story of this game. Again, Crestwood not at full strength, but they got a quick 2. That's exactly what they needed.
You got your best shooter on the line here to ice it, if it's not already.
Piece of advice to the players out there watching. If you're playing FIBA rules, intentional fouls are not the same as it is in the NBA. You have to make a play on the ball. It's not one of those, make sure the ref knows you're trying to foul, because that can lead to 2 shots and the ball. You make a play on the ball and make sure that you get a piece of skin.
And also for the players who are watching right now who are trying to find a prep home, feel free to reach out at info@npacanada.com for some information.
That foul picked up with number 3.
26 seconds left on the clock. Fouling out of this game is Ali White. Laddie hits the first. Free throw shooting affair to end things off. Everyone's favorite way to end an outstanding game. In about 14 minutes, we will have our final game of the day. As Toronto Basketball Academy takes on North Star.
Looked like Luau got a piece of that one.
Timeout by CTA. Stay with us. We'll be back.
It's not a game. This is not a game. Don't waste your time. This is not for everybody. So you got to make a decision by the end of today if this is really what you want. Okay? I'm a 5'8" Arab kid, comes from a low-income family. My family was on welfare when we came up. Nobody expected us to be have North Pole hoops in the position that we're in. But everyone that said no saw how hard we grinded and just beat down walls. So now, if you're not going to waste your time, your parents' time, your coaches, don't waste mine either. Because I fought for everything that I've got. And if you want it bad enough, I'm telling you, fight for it. Are we all on the same page?
Eight-point lead, 16.7 to go here in the fourth quarter. Caught with the first. Well, the final score is not going to show just how close and hotly contested this game was. Kobianti with the three, Lazar with the foul. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. The game is still undecided. .5 to go. See how long we can make it last. Ooh, missed free throw. Crestwood, opportunity to, oh no, not an over and back. That's the game, folks. 99-91 is your final. What an outstanding matchup. What a great day of basketball, but guess what? We're not done. One more to go. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back in about 12 minutes.